Food prices are soaring at their fastest rate for 13 years. Over the last month alone, the prices of fresh meat, dairy products, dog food and savoury snacks have risen particularly sharply, with food inflation hitting 7% in May. That's according to the consultancy Kantar. War in Ukraine is the most immediate cause. Ukraine and Russia account for around a quarter of global wheat exports and a third of all fertiliser production, raising costs for farmers everywhere. Food prices were already high as the world economy was struggling to recover from lockdown, but this conflict has sent prices soaring. Shoppers are now responding, with UK supermarket sales down almost 5% over the last month. While Tesco, Asda and Morrisons have seen revenues fall, discounters like Lidl and Aldi have increased sales and market share. Across Britain, farmers are seeing much higher costs for fuel, fertiliser and animal feedstock, all of which pushes up food prices, of course. As grain prices soar, poultry farmers are spending much more on feed, as are dairy and pig farmers, again generating cost pressures in the food supply chain. And Western leaders are growing increasingly concerned that wheat produced in Ukraine isn't being delivered to global markets, again pushing prices up. Millions of tons of wheat produced in Ukraine and Russia is ordinarily shipped out via Black Sea ports, including Odessa and Chornomorsk. Russian warships are blockading these export routes, says the United Nations, preventing grain ships crossing the Black Sea to reach the Mediterranean and on to global markets. Western leaders are now talking about using warships to escort Ukrainian grain ships breaking through the Russian blockade. Foreign Secretary Liz Truss says the Royal Navy could get involved. European wheat prices are around 75% up since January, which is serious, of course. But the grain stuck in Ukraine, ready to go, amounts to an estimated 20 million tonnes. It sounds a lot, but that's only around 1% of global annual grain production. Sending in the Navy, a high-stakes tactic, of course, is unlikely then to bring down wheat and grain prices any time soon. And that's our on-the-money question today. How should the government tackle soaring food costs?